Hey everybody. I was going to take tonight off. I wasn't going to post anything, mainly because I really didn't have anything that I was wanted to post other than what's going on in the world, and I'm not going into that area. It's not something I want to get into. Well, let's just say I'm a little too opinionated to go there, and I don't want to rub some of my Facebook friends the wrong way if they have different views than me. And I know we all do. We all have our own views of what's going on. And I just choose to ignore it because most of the stuff you'd complain about is about people that are just trying to force their will. No, tonight I want to talk about a memory I had from last year. Some of you know I was in Lethbridge last year to umpire the Little League Junior Canadian Championships. I was invited by Little League Canada to go do this, and yeah, I wasn't about to say no. It was a great honor. So I was there from, I believe it was August 27th to, or no, sorry, June 27th to July 5th, or August 5th. And that same week, the American Legion Vauxhall Spurs were down in Florence, Idaho, contending for the state championship. They had finally won districts. They'd finally gotten there. And I was going through a great experience myself, but in the back of my mind, I was wondering, how are the boys doing? How are things going? And I really didn't get too many updates. It wasn't something that I could tune into. So I went through the week and I umpired my games. It was a fairly easy schedule for me. They tried to spread it around for all the umpires, so we basically each had one game a day. Well, I got to Sunday. I got asked to do the bronze medal game, so I was there doing that. But the night before, I believe it was the night before or the Friday night. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Well, they were streaming the championship game for state from Florence, and lo and behold, my Spurs boys are in the final. So I started watching, and unfortunately, I had to umpire a game that night. But I could watch the start of it. Well, I saw enough of the game to realize what was going to happen by the end. The boys came out firing, and they were led by two boys that I got a special place in my heart for. Johnny V, I think in the first 2.5 innings, he hit a triple and a double. And then my other boy, Carson Becker from Brooks, he hit a single. I think he drove Johnny in. And he turned that single into a double. I watched him running towards first base, and I'm going, you got to stop. And he just kept on going. And I mean, I've been with him on the diamond, and I know how fast he is. And he had this thing beat out, no problem. Lightning in a bottle. Well, by the time I was ready to leave to do my game, the boys were up like 5-0. And I'm thinking it's over. And it was. I got back, and one of the mothers had posted on Facebook the last out. So I got to see the last out, and I got to see the celebration of the boys. Well, I did my game on Sunday, and I drove to Vauxhall. I camp in Vauxhall. So I thought, I'm going to just drive to Vauxhall from Lethbridge. I got there about 2 o'clock. This was Sunday, and I stayed overnight, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to stay one more night. I'm going to drive into Vauxhall today, see if the boys are practicing to go to regionals. And I drove into Vauxhall, and I go to the Diamond, and every time I get to that Diamond, it's like I'm home again. I'm back home. That's my Diamond. It's a beautiful place, and I can't wait to get there. And I walked in, and there they were, having batting practice. And I walked around and congratulated every one of my boys. And it was so special. And the looks on their faces, like, what are you doing here? Hey. But the timing was perfect, and it was fate. I had to be there to celebrate with the boys. And the memory will always be with me. And I can't wait to get back on the Diamond with some of them, those that are still on the team, and of course my Academy Jets. Let's just play ball. Let the kids play. Luke out.